I am someone who cares a lot about doing the right thing. I've always been this way. When I was a kid, I once shoplifted a Thesaurus. But then I felt so guilty, so remorseful, so repentant, so shameful, so contrite, so penitent, so sorry I returned it. These days I live in Brooklyn. I'm a white lady. I am a gentrifier. I'm kind of like what kale is doing to Caesar salad. It's problematic. And I do what I can. There was a white hipster couple without their keys the other night. I didn't let them into my building. You know what I mean? Everyone gets profiled or nobody gets profiled. That's my policy. So my wife and I were here in New York at Christmas, a Muslim and a Jew. We had some time on our hands. We were alone. We were unsupervised. And I was scrolling through Facebook, and an event popped up organized by a woman I know. And it was a Kwanzaa bar crawl to support Black-owned businesses. And I was like, perfect. Support Black-owned businesses. That's something I read I could do as an ally on many blogs that I read, cross-referenced even. And I was excited. I snapped up 2 tickets. I told my wife. She was excited. We're like, this Jewish-Palestinian lesbian couple, we're doing Kwanzaa, you know? And I feel your hesitation, and it is well-founded. In fact, yeah. I wish I had gone to the website. It was very clear. Have you guys ever shared an article you only read the headline of? This is what that was, a very in real life version. I went to the website, and under the what to wear section, it said, wear whatever makes you feel unapologetically Black and beautiful. I wish I'd seen that. Anyways, my wife and I showed up at the starting point, which was the Harriet Tubman Public High School in Harlem. Yeah, exactly. And we walked into a large auditorium, and we were the only white people. I should say I was the only white person. My wife is a woman of color, which sounds like the wrong term, but it is the currently accepted term. And I just want you guys to know I'm ready to switch it at a moment's notice. Let me know what the new one is. I want to use it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. So I was like ready to just like skip out, you know, quietly slip away. And but this man got on stage to explain Kwanzaa. My wife was like, well, we might as well learn about the holiday. And I was like, good point. So we sit down, and he explains that Kwanzaa is an African-American holiday rooted in the Black nationalist movement of the 1960s. And then, I don't know if he sees me, but he says, but everyone is welcome. You know? And I was like, feel this spotlight shine down on me. I'm like, I guess we're in for one bar on this crawl. That seems reasonable. Let's do it, you know? And he explains that Kwanzaa is 7 days, and every day celebrates a different principle, like unity, self-determination, creativity. And every day is marked by the lighting of a candle that goes in a candelabra. And the candelabra, it looks just like a menorah. It's a menorah. I mean, they call it a kenora. I'm not even making that up. And the first Kwanzaa, they didn't have the kenora set up, so they just took a menorah and they broke off 2 branches. I know. A little piece of me was like, maybe it's good I'm here. Now I can report back to the Jews about what I've learned. So we leave the school. We leave the school and we to meet our group and whatever. And as we're leaving the school, there's like some local media and event photographers outside. And I'm just like doing everything I can not to get in a photograph. Like, I don't want any record of this. I just know I could so easily become a meme on the internet. Like, they're so popular, just like white woman gets bored of Coachella, decides to own Kwanzaa. I can't have that. So we go to the first bar, and as we get there, there's like a mezuzah on the outside, which indicates that it's a Jewish-owned business. And I'm like, I'm not here to help the Jews. We already control the weather. Like, what do we need help with? So we meet the group, and everyone's like a young single professional, which of course they are. It's a bar crawl, that makes sense, And I think it's going to make things better if I let people know that I'm not there to pick anybody up, right? So I'm just like, hi, I'm Jess. I'm a lesbian. This is my wife Iman. She's a lesbian too. We're this like lesbian. The more I'm like, we're this lesbian married couple, the more it seems like we're there to find a sperm donor. Like, not helping at all. So we go up to the bar and to order a drink, and we open the menu. And the menu, because the place is owned by an Israeli woman, and she's married to an African man, which is why it's on the Kwanzaa crawl. The menu has like all this Arabic food that the woman has called Israeli food. So my wife is like Palestinian. She's upset because women, woo, and Arabs, wow, it's a lot. So So I gathered myself and I went to speak to the leader of the group, this African American woman, to explain to her, how the Israeli woman was appropriating. No, I'm just kidding. I just like ran out of there screaming. I was like, why didn't you just like the event on Facebook and order seamless? What's wrong with you? Anyway, I don't know if you guys have ever done something so woke that it feels racist. But that's what this was.